1 2 testing, 1 2 testing. There you go. Greetings, my people. Today being on a Sunday, I hereby welcome you to the Escapades show. And here we say karibu tena sana. So guys, in my hands, today is that the Kenyan, the Kenyan style, actually the East African style, because what I'm having in my hands, these are things from Tanzania. And okay, I think this year is me and Tanzania. So see guys, this one's, oh, these are Kenya, we call them smokies. If you're a Kenyan, you know them. And in Tanzania, they're called, and in fact, it's Farmer's Choice. So in Farmer's Choice, they have it in Tanzania too. I didn't know. In Kenya, we also have Farmer's Choice. Aha! They're made from Kenya. But the person who brought it for me, she's from Tanzania and she bought it in Tanzania. So they are Kenyan products. And also, the tea here, this tea is Safari. The Safari tea, Tanzanian tea. So today is Kenya, Tanzania. I'm going to show you guys. And also, it being on a Sunday, it brings me to my topic of today. So guys, let us eat breakfast first, and then I get you into the studio and we talk about today. Guys, we are growing, by the way. Before you do anything, can you please hit that like button? Please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Here is where we escapade. We talk about things. We talk about things which people normally don't like talking about, things which people don't want to touch. Those are the things we touch here. So if you're that kind of a person who you would make an uncomfortable conversation be comfortable, and you're not afraid of talking how things are, then this is your right place. And also we explore, like today is Sunday is a family day in Germany, and we like exploring. Sawa, let's get to business now of eating, and then I get back to you. Today being on a Sunday, let us be a little sacred. Let's talk about God. Then we are all about relearning things, yeah? Cindy, it's relearning things. So we go back to the ancient African community of how we worshipped God. And at this moment, I'm going to talk of how my tribe, we have many tribes in Kenya, and all these tribes, there's a way they used to worship their God, yeah? So today I'm going to focus on the Agikuyu people, since that is part of where I come from in Kenya. So karibu tena sana. This is going to be a spiritual journey, by the way. Majority of the Kikuyus are Christian as we speak right now. A few percent, they are still into the spiritual way. The Kikuyus, they pray facing the Mount Kirinyaga. Mount Kirinyaga is well known as Mount Kenya. By going back, Kikuyus believe God is the creator. Ngai is the creator, he is the giver, and he is the Lord of nature. He is the creator of the Kikuyu community, and he provided them with all the necessity for life: land, rain, plants, livestock. Gai cannot be seen, but he is manifested through sun, rain, thunder, moon, stars, and light. And in the great fig tree, the Mugumo tree, yeah, Mugumo tree, that is a place of worship. Gai, the Kikuyu, and created the first woman who, Mombi is the mother of the Kikuyu clan. Guys, you see how Kikuyus used to pray to God. The main reason for this is for us to reclaim our identity and expand our pride as African people and as the Kikuyu children. It is an important part of the culture and the tradition. And from your own pride, for your own pride, you have to know where you're coming from. It brings self-unity. It brings self-determination. It brings faith. Listen, it brings faith. If you really know what you're believing in, then you're very faithful. Your foundation is very strong. With the expression of our identity, it also shows others how we value ourselves. How we are very profound, how we walk with dignity, and how we are going to get respect in return. And why is it important to decolonize yourself? Have you asked yourself that? Why is it important to decolonize yourself? It is very important to decolonize yourself because this way you're facing and fighting a lot of, as a Black person, as an African, we are still down on the pyramid. Trust me, you will be fighting the racial conflicts. Trust me, you will be fighting the racial conflicts. You will identify yourself with pride. You will walk with dignity. All this is a pre-colonial spirituality. Before colonization, our people, there is a way how they talked and connected with God. And mind me, it's not only the African people who were disturbed or their culture was being destroyed by Christianity. No. You see these fashionings, you always see fastnets, fashion. Christianity, let's go back. Christianity, it was a Roman thing. That is a tool they used to conquer. And before they got to Africa, they tried to conquer Europe. Christianity disturbed Europeans too. Not only Africans, Europeans too, Arabs too. If they go back, you will find there is a way, there is a spirituality way of how they connect and respect the Creator. So, you see these fashionings. Now they call them pagan holidays. That was their way on how they connected with God. Christianity came in, now we have churches, but they held on to their culture. And that's why you see fashionings everywhere. Some of our people, and when I say our people, I mean our people, very judgmental. They will sit somewhere, talk, oh, that is demonic, that is that, forgetting these people are praising their God. We are so judgmental that our spiritual ways were being associated as witchcraft. So, since we are in the decolonizing mind, I challenge you, leave all your judgmentals on the side. Go back to your roots. Know how your people used to embrace and worship their gods. That's where your divinity, that's where your purity, that's where your strength is coming from. That's where you're going to face and fight all the racial conflicts. Nothing, not everything is about racial. Sometimes you have to bring your self-confidence out. Sometimes it's the anxiety inside you. It's those inside, As I sit here today on a Sunday, I urge you, I pray and ask you, please decolonize your minds. Relearn things. Protect yourself. Africans, there's a way. If you want to protect yourself from bad energy, from bad people, for evilness, for just anything which is thrown to you, you see, sea salt. This is something I have seen. I have seen when I was young. Sea salt. Sea salt. It casts out bad energy and it casts out evilness and it protects you. So guys, I will leave you here. Today it was a special. I hope now you understand a little of how it is and how it was. I don't know about you, but in the space I am right now, a lot of us African people, we are going back to our roots. We're going back to our spiritual ways. And on the way back, there's a lot of fabrication. There's a lot of African history which has been mixed with many other things. So be careful. If you're learning history, try learn it from the real people. It's very important if you know where you're coming from and if you know who you are and if you believe in yourself. Now we know a little bit about God and how we prayed to God. And I am not against Christianity. Those who would prefer sitting down, memorizing Bible verses, preaching, but on the other side they're still doing the evil, that's up to you. The judgment will be at the end. But I would rather believe in what makes me one, rather than believe in what makes me into pieces. Because there is no way you would be so much preaching and still at the same time be so much very judgmental. The same Bible, the same Bible says, don't judge the other. The same people practicing the Bible are the same people who don't practice what the Bible says. Why the hypocrisy? Why the hypocrisy? Why the hypocrisy, honestly? Why the hypocrisy? May God bless you. Adios.